intro. Y'all see how this go? So rude. Pardon. You know, he got to get back into the swing of things. We are back with another lineup of phenomenal guests for you guys.
Yes.
You're in for a sweet treat. And, of course, he's already made his presence well known. Brandon, not your average agent, your regular smuggler, your girl Britt. But more importantly is our guest today. We have LaRon. And we also have Miss Marie Wilson. How are you guys?
We're good.
Great. So
Great energy. Great energy.
see what I'm saying? Leave the buzzer alone. We ain't got nowhere yet.
Right there.
You guys are, well, speaking of buzzers, y'all gonna, I got my own. So we're gonna be lighting it up tonight. And listen, they're gonna tell us about their incredible
Yes.
journey from podcasting to clothing line to author and everything in between. So without further ado, welcome you guys. Thank you
Welcome,
for your
y'all.
invitations. Yes.
Appreciate the invite.
Yes. We get to see you guys again.
Yes.
It's
Shout
not
out.
our first encounter,
Yes.
and it won't be the last, obviously, either. So, all right.
So, y'all know every journey has a beginning, right?
Yes.
And we want to start at the very, very beginning. So, if y'all had to represent a hood in Cleveland, well, let me. Oh, my bad. Are y'all born and raised Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if y'all had a hood represent, what hood would y'all represent in Cleveland?
Me, 105 in St. Clair.
Okay.
All right, Marie, what about you?
93rd and Buckeye.
Oh, okay.
Let me see y'all.
Up the way, down the way. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we like
nice.
that. We
Okay.
like that. Okay, well, that's probably the first on the podcast. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. So, with that being said, y'all, where y'all all was the idea always to pursue what y'all are pursuing now, or was it a gradual thing? You know, was you always dream being Arthur? Had you always dream of having your own podcast? Had you always dreamed of having your own brand? Like, was that always the thing, or did God was like, hey, I got something I need you to do?
For me, pretty much it's exactly that.
Mm.
Because I don't have to be in the forefront. I just like to be able to help.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started Fly for God brand in 2017, I grew up in church.
Okay.
So when we had to wear the church shirts, the school,
No.
it was like, oh, these ain't fly. Like,
These ain't
these
fly.
ain't,
No.
these is not for us.
Mm-mm.
So for me, it was always a thing like, dang, there got to be something else that you can swag out and still represent God, and can wear it anywhere,
Yeah.
and don't feel not necessarily ashamed of it, but feel kind of like it's not a representation of your generation. So, which is one of the reasons why I started doing the actual brand, was making sure that it fits anybody.
Were there any brand that inspired you? Like, that you did, or is this like you rock the dome, boom?
Just off the dome.
Okay.
I'm very creative by nature, so for me it was just like, well, what's your favorite colors, and what are you gonna name it? And Fly is actually my family's nickname for me, so it's my name in it.
Okay.
Irregardless.
Come on, let's get that one time.
It was just like, well, what you gonna name it? Well, it need to represent me, so that's my name. So, and it actually stands for Forever Lives Yahweh. So
Okay.
that way it can just spread across, and it's not too difficult for people to kind of catch. They'd be like, oh yeah, the Fly for God brand, and it's simple, quick, easy, straight to the point.
Okay. Come on now.
Right, nice.
Yeah, mine's changed consistently growing up, cause I was always in like the motorsports. Didn't have a real baby crib. My dad, he worked on cars all the time, so my playpen was an engine block with no engine in it. So I was just tinkering stuff to have no clue what it was, and I was
So
just
you live for this.
yeah. So I thought mine was like motorsports, drag racing, drifting, just adrenaline type jobs, and different expectation. Then like coming up where I was from, there wasn't none of that available. So mine was just looking at Speed TV, just seeing in different parts of the world. So luckily, like my dad was financially responsible to take me to different states and to show us like the good neighborhoods and also show us the bad neighborhoods in each state to really get a perspective of my appreciation or my content with my surroundings. Because if you only know one neighborhood, you just assume it's the worst in the world. Then you start going to other states, other cities, and you're like, you know what?
Ain't that bad.
It really ain't that bad. Like let me relax on the being aggressive or just crying out like, this is the worst place ever, this city, how could you live here? And it's just like, nah, this is a really, out of all 50 states, I will honestly say it's got the nice balance. It does have bipolar weather, but as far as like economy craziness or like rebuilding houses, hurricanes, fires, stuff like that, we don't have none of it. So you just gotta accept this get cold. So I can appreciate that over rebuilding a house, constant tornadoes, fires, water shortages, constant power outages. Like those other bigger states, I mean, it looks nice, but I can't see me coming home from work and then all of a sudden I ain't got no power for a week in Houston, Texas. Like, and then it rained and now it's a flash flood like that. That's crazy to me. But I mean, it just breeds different characters. It's like when you go and you see other stories, you meet people, you kind of formulate your own version of how the world should look. So, in my perspective, as I grew, my values and stuff that I want to do changed with it. But also, I seen stuff I liked and I seen stuff I didn't like. So, I just wanted to be unique. So, I wouldn't gravitate to a lot of stuff that's in my neighborhood. So, like, never was in a gang, never did drugs, don't drink, I don't smoke. Like, it's very rare for somebody to be in that neighborhood and just not attempt it because it's so readily available and it's in your face constantly. So I just want, it made you a little awkward, but at the same time, I think it makes a unique story, like in full retrospect of it. So when I start meeting people that's older or people that's younger, they said I talk more as if I'm a lot older than my actual age. So when I noticed that people constantly said that, I would just try to gravitate to people younger than me, speaking to them because we're similar age to see if they can like understand it and help navigate them as well. So by default, I kind of found my calling just being curious and just trying to learn more about life while going through it. So
Come on now. Okay. Y'all don't get the buzz of the day.
Clearly. I mean, I get just my toy.
Okay. So now I want to know how y'all met though, because like you know what I'm saying. Because one thing I will say, in collaboration, right? There are personalities.
Right.
There's some egos, and there also clash of those things or whatnot. One, how do you guys meet, and then how do you guys maintain, or how do y'all maintain not clashing of those things?
We met when he actually came to my previous job, and I was actually his trainer. And by me training him, we're talking every day. Right. So we're talking about the job, but we're talking about life. And I had already had in my mind that I wanted to start the podcast. So it was throwing ideas. So this was like started becoming like an everyday thing of me and him throwing ideas together. Like, what the heck? Maybe we should call it this. Maybe we should call it that. How would you feel about us doing this and doing that? So it was already a friendship that was already brewing.
Come on now.
By us just being coworkers. So by the time that happened and he left the job and then I left the job, we never stopped communicating. So it was still like, oh yeah, you went your path with mine, but we really want to do this podcast. How can we go about it? And from there, we just been building.
Come on.
And staying in contact, communicating with each other, making sure nobody's opinion or idea is belittled.
Come on now.
It's always our thing to make sure we have like clear communication. Like, what do you feel about this? Not just going to do it and not considering other people.
Come on, bring back. Get in here. You tripping.
I'm making it in.
I had like 8 times. I'm about to light it up. You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
That was good.
They thirsty like you. Like,
I'm like,
but yeah, it was funny because working with her, and I was working like a department I never did. Like electricity was not my strong suit. So this was me trying to learn it to get the job I really wanted. And it was like, all right, I'm nervous. It seemed like the coworkers ain't really like vibing with me. So some of them kind of want to help, some don't want to show you nothing. But she was always like, I'll show you. So then it was like when we had downtime, it was just me being goofy and just telling stories and joking. And she was like, yeah, I told Mom she think you'd be good for podcast. And I was like,
Did you know what podcast were at that point? Did you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
knew, and then we would always discuss the podcast we was listening to. But then I was like, I never put in my head like, well, let's just do one. She was like, I think it'd be good. Like, you goofy, but you smart, but you laid back, but you spontaneous. Like, we don't know what to really do with you, so like it's kind of perfect because if it get boring, you do something crazy. And if it's already crazy, you just be like nonchalant about it. Like you just don't see this chaos going.
That's me.
So I'll be
I feel
like,
it.
yeah, you see that? I'll tell you in the car. I'm not even about to. This meeting was worthless, but
Yeah.
let's go. And it just formed. And like when we both departed, it was just the same organic relationship. And it was like, okay, well, if I didn't know something, I wasn't hesitating to let her know. Like, I didn't know this stuff. Or do you know this? And so we just constantly back and forth. Like anytime we learn something, like, hey, did you know this? You didn't. So it didn't feel like anybody was less than themselves. It didn't feel like, oh, well, you know all the answers, so I'm gonna just give you this and I'll just sit back.
Right.
So it works a lot better because you don't put the unnecessary stress over putting a front or persona, or just because you're now entering an area of something you don't know. Even though you watch and see it and listen, that don't mean you're expert. So I take it as I'm the dumbest person in the room at all times. Even if it's a profession or something I know, I don't want to come off as I know it all or just that top guy unless we went through tests and things. And it's like, okay, you know it, but I still don't want to hurt the next person. Because if you're so good at something, you may intimidate or scare people that want to attempt it because you already developed faster than everybody. But if you keep it honest and just keep your growth at a neutral spot and grow with it, then your presence feels more organic and a lot more people are comfortable. So now that I'm a trainer,
I'm sorry.
I was gonna hit, but I don't want ours to be battle each other, and they can't hear what's really going on.
yeah. So now that I'm a trainer, it's like I just take the same approach. Like anytime you come in, you just give them all the knowledge and you break it down to them and you let them grow. Now, if you see a little concern, you may try to warn them, but don't be aggressive, and then you see how they play off of it. So I never want to put nobody in a box. I never want to set them up for failure, but if that's the road that they're going to take, then you kind of caution them, and you just see how the results come. And if they ask you later, what was a mistake, then you just casually bring it up, but you ain't got to like be a force about it. So I think that works well for both of us because it's like it's no pressure.
Right.
So ideas are easy to come up with something, and then you can bounce the energy off each other. So even with more people, you can, without saying stuff, like, all right, I know the next topic coming up or the time slot or this, and we'll look up and like, thinking the same thing. Okay. And so I think more organic and just not more forced, it makes everything a lot easier as far as development-wise, comfortability, promotion, growth. It just let time handle it.
That's good. I'm beating Brittany, so I don't put a buzzer over here. But I think that's so. No, but no. In all seriousness though, when it comes to, like I said, collaboration is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Because people think it's a thing that comes naturally. I feel like it's work. Sometimes, not saying work, but you know what I'm saying, something that you got to cultivate, something you have to generate and work at. Because I mean, sometimes it comes naturally, but sometimes it's like it says real work. So let me ask y'all about the culture mix, because y'all say y'all watch podcast. What podcast you guys watching that inspired you guys that you were like, okay, or not inspired you, but like it's like, okay, this is what we listen to, or this is, because I know for me, I'm like, piece from there, piece from here, piece from here. I don't tweak it so it works for me,
Right.
so on and so forth. So where you got inspirations for you guys' podcast?
My biggest one was the pivot.
Okay, how's the pivot?
So it was taken from there. It was also taken from the Breakfast Club.
Okay, the OGs.
Yeah, just watching the dynamic of them and how they even grew. That was my thing, making sure that everybody's comfortable, but also making sure that everybody's perspective is being able to be given and not overshadowed. Because a lot of times, even with some of the podcasts that are out there now, the co-host sometimes can overshadow the other one. And they don't get a chance to really give their thoughts clearly on how they feel about something. They're constantly being overtalked. They're constantly being, basically told to shut up.
How you watch Joe Budden podcast?
Exactly. Which is one thing I definitely was like, that's not going to happen.
Come on now.
I want everybody to be able, because everybody's opinion matters.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you can't belittle people's opinions just because you think yours is better. So that's a big deal for me.
I'm up right now.
So that was the inspiration for doing the culture mix.
I got
Okay.
you.
And how about the name too? Once you answer the question, I do want to know how you came up with the name, because that's also another challenging part.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's see. Mine's was the pivot. 85 South.
Okay.
What they just like the organic building of it, and then also watching like the very first episodes and like how it was rough and quality was a little shaky, and then watching it go up from there, you can appreciate it. And now it's just it seems like everything is just constant hit. Then like Club Shay Shay,
Come on now.
and then seeing how his like transition from it, like starting from episode 1, you see how the question changed a little bit. He a little bit more relaxed, but he also like really want to engage, but then he kind of controls himself. So it's that
It's
constant.
progression, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's that constant like balance. Like I want to know more, but I gotta ask some of these tough questions. But I really don't want to ask nothing because I admire you and respect in your profession. So it's like a constant controlling type of scenario. And since he's country, it's also the Decatur, the mannerisms. How is he gonna really say it? And then once he started drinking, you also see another.
Oh yeah, it's a
Right,
whole
right,
different
right.
thing.
So-
I thought it was me who peeped that. I'm like,
No, because you would see like
you
after
should the
five-
Shay Shay. You should the Shay Shay part.
Yeah, like after 2 shots, you like he about to grab that black and mild. I can see he's comfortable,
Yeah.
and so like I pick up off those, and then it's just old comedy specials. I watch like Dave Chappelle, just different things, and that helps develop like the storytelling, and also you can see different ways you could tell a story or different ways you tell jokes, and depending on the audience and depending on the way that you mentally set the dialogue up, you can have a big effect off the same thing, or just you could put small tweaks to it, and you can watch yourself tell that story like quicker, correct delivery, correct laugh, timing, pausing. So you just really being a student of it, and just building the hours and hours of, even if I'm not visually watching it and just hearing it and doing stuff, you'll play it back like, wait a minute, that I need to see what he was doing when he said that. Let me look at the body delivers, the presentation as a whole, and then like sometimes the camera angles, people, like stuff that you don't really peep. Like even with music, it be songs that you've listened to a million times, and then you look at the lyrics like,
Man.
wait a
I didn't know
minute,
that was
I
in there.
did not. If I knew this song meant this, I would have never listened to it. And that's starting to happen more and more. Say that you'd be like,
Isn't Biggie lyrics? I was like,
yeah, like, and we would play that song a minute.
Right.
It was hard.
I
Now you'd
was
be like,
like,
I'm very conflicted about this album.
yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't, but I like this album. So I'm gonna just act like I ain't know this information to somebody
Right.
say it. I don't want to stop playing it. So, but that's pretty much where it come from. And then with the name, we was just joking around, and then I was like, all right, well, if it's information based, I'm like something mixed. And I was like, you know what? It's like diversity, information. I'm like, the culture. Like, if we're doing it for the culture, but then we got mixed generations and mixed, genders and background, like the culture mix. Like, you know what? That makes sense, because then she's like, all right, what's the slogan? I was like, we're mixing the message to the masses. And I was like, because if you got the same story but from different backgrounds, that message ain't never gonna be the same, and it's gonna be transitioned and transmitted differently from race to age to group. So you can never have the same sentence pass through every language and barrier. It's always gonna be a tweak to it. So I was like, that worked.
Yep.
And it was just playing around.
She playing. She playing. She thinks the game.
I was
She
like, finish.
thinks the game, y'all.
See, I'm courteous. I let them finish and then I hit the buzzer, okay?
5-1, keep the score.
Oh, no.
Keep the score. This is a lump side battle. My parlay is looking real on the upper number.
So, I mean, did we just divide men versus women?
That's what-
No, I got 7.5 on the
right
red.
now.
I got
Give
7.5
me
on
that.
the red. I did
Attention.
3-0, and I'm
Battle of the
parlay
sexes
hit.
over here. What's going on? I thought you was on my side of the line. What's going on?
I am, but this parlay, I got him on
I
7.5
know.
red.
Yeah.
I got the unders on the blues. I might cash out.
All right, y'all drop in the comments who's gonna take over, okay? Who gonna have this battle? Period.
So okay, and then I want to talk about the fact that you're an author also,
Yes.
and I want to commend you on that because that's not easy.
Yeah.
That's not an easy task, you know. So let's talk about what inspired you to write, and then let's talk about more about the book that you created.
I've always written.
Mm-hmm.
I was a music major. I'm also a drummer. So I've always written.
Multi-talent out here.
Like, yeah, we skip right over that time.
Multi-talent. Yeah, I said give her all the talents.
So I've always written, no matter what. But I have been writing, releasing your normal, your necessary growth. It took me like 5 years, because I was writing piece at a time. And the only time I wanted to stop is when God was like, okay, it's done now. Now you can actually release it. But that whole process was literally me writing stages of my life before I could release it. So
Time out. I'm sorry. Time out. I got time out because I think that's dope because people think you gotta
Hurry up and do it.
book now. Book now. You said 5 years.
Right.
And I think I think all people need to know it's a process. It's not,
Always.
you have to rush the process.
always.
You know what I'm saying? I love how you said 5 years. Like, people are like, that's a lifetime. No, God said 5 years.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Because some people want to microwave it, but you did the slow cooker.
You're right.
Yeah.
The air frying.
There you go. Yeah.
The air fryer. God said,
Or
slow
yeah.
cook that. Crock pot that joint.
No
Yeah, pretty
pesticides.
Yeah, right. No pesticides.
It's clear cut.
Like to be a little hungry.
Slow and sodium.
And let me ask you, with that being said, because I want to talk about the business going behind it because people don't understand that it's not saying business, but it's a process to publishing a book.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Even that, for me, was finding, you have to find the right editor. Because me reading it is different. Because I'm only going to be able to see my perspective of the book compared to a person who has to be neutral. A person that has to be
It's
neutral.
like a layup right there. Layup right there. You know what?
These parlays tonight,
Closer
boy.
first, I
On the
mean.
phone and
She
a
gotta
half.
tell you how she got to.
Call my bookie like that was a good one.
Doing that, finding the right editor, and doing that, and then how I wanted it delivered based off whether or not I wanted it under Amazon or I wanted it under Barnes and Noble. But for me, it was published independently. So
on now.
it wasn't just
Okay, this a little long.
it wasn't just picking it just cause it's popular.
Yeah.
I always moved to my own drum, so it
That's
wasn't
right.
never.
Okay,
It wasn't
Hold
no.
on.
Oh, I'm gonna just go because it's popular. Like,
Slow-mo.
oh, that makes sense. But a lot of times for me, it takes a lot of research, like really figuring out what would be best path for me. So for me, it was like really doing that. And after I did it, it was like easy to really show somebody else, like show my sister, who done published like 3 books.
Come on now.
So once you start showing my nephew done published a book, so once you start seeing somebody else doing it and you want to know more, I'm always very good at teaching.
Yeah.
So if I know something, I want you to learn it too. Because you never know if you want to do it down the line.
Come on now.
Because sometimes it might not be like right now time, but it could be future.
That's a trainer in you though. You got that train. You
It's
always train.
natural. It's natural. Yeah, it's absolutely natural.
Absolutely. I like that. That's dope.
Good, that's good.
So you got one book. So should we expect a series?
No, there'll be 2 more books coming out this year, though.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be 2 more books. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
She
Yeah.
up now.
Yeah, I'm about
She came back.
I
She
got
came
one
back.
down
Trust me,
two.
he keep the score.
Down two.
Or y'all are.
Call the book like young pull out before she hits third one.
Yeah, there are 2 more coming.
Go and get this 250 and retry them.
Don't ever doubt me. That's all I'm saying.
This is rigged. This is rigged.
So with that being said, creatives come together, and I keep harping on this because like, shout out to the team because like I love them, you know what I'm saying? But I be like, I'm about to pull the trigger, and they be like, no, chill, right? And I love how y'all said y'all come together, y'all have ideas, and y'all like, all right, no idea is too small, nor is we're not gonna belittle anyone's idea.
Right.
How do y'all know which idea is good for collective and which is good for the individual?
I would say when we do like a round table, like if we got an idea on like a topic, if everybody's just throwing ideas rapidly, I'm like, okay, that's a good one because everybody's brain is already either know some information or this is something they waiting to say. Now when it's like real, like we're like, all right, what you want to talk about? And it's like, I don't know. Just keep giving ideas. You're like, it's a little bit tougher. And we're like, all right, well, let's take another week. You know, what's going on in the world? You know, how's your mental? We might talk about something totally different. How's your family?
Yep.
Something, and then it'll click. Like, oh, I know such and such happened last week.
Yep.
I want to talk about it in the community. Boom. It's like, all right, well,
Keep it
anybody
organic.
else? Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, well, you know, that building's open. You know, soul food spot. We should try that. And boom, and it's like, okay, now y'all found something, and now once you got the idea, it's like, all right, well, next week we'll talk about this, and we'll let this person lead, and they'll transition to questions, and then sometimes we know the question, or sometimes we don't,
Right.
depending on who's leading the show.
Exactly.
So then it makes it spontaneous because it's like, okay, you may be ready for the question, like, yeah, I've been waiting a week to say this, or if you don't, you're like, like me, I'm spontaneous, so I won't even tell you the question. I just act like I ain't do no research and just sit there like, all right, we're about to record. Yeah, so such and such. Y'all be like, oh, I think this. Why you think that? Your turn. It's like, nope, your turn. And then you start laughing. You play these games, and then you start opening your mind to it. And then by the end of the show, you like, oh, I see what you was really trying to portray from it. Like, yeah, now that you thought about it, do you want to change your answer? Do you want to keep it? And it's like, sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. You may stand on that bridge and you're like, okay, cool. And then that could be just the episode, just strictly off that. Because we had an episode where it was my turn. I'll wait, I'll let everybody go. And I was thinking about this for a few months. I'm like, you know what? We're going to have a game day. Like, instead of question, we're going to have a game day. So I said, we go back to 2000. With all the information we know today, you get 3 artists. What 3 artists individually, not as a group, that you would pick to run your enterprise? And we did it draft style, so we couldn't pick the same person. So I grabbed Kim, I grabbed 50 Cent, and I grabbed Michael Jackson. And we was like, why? And I was like, diversity, longevity, the social presence in the media, like they had core stuff that could financially cost you money. Like we wasn't getting, like we noticed.
Oh, you wasn't playing.
Yeah, we started thinking like, man, I want this artist, but he stay in the courtroom a lot. He costs a lot of money, murder cases. Like financially, it'd be hard to really keep him. And the year that they came out, if we talk about 2000, do I wait till Migos come out in 2010, where I may not have the financial backing to even get that artist? So, which means you got to think, well, who was hot back then? Or you even go further than that, and I added a bonus one at the end. I said, I get Barry White. I said, now I got money for a long time. So that money from Barry White made me survive until 50 Cent. That money from 50 Cent made me divide to this artist and that artist. And the financial struggle and they upcoming and downcoming that came with it. So,
When Robert Bank I'm grabbing this brother right here. All anything else, I was like, yeah, he analytical. He like he thinker. I like that. I like this brother right
I'm
here.
gonna rob this piggy bank.
Right. I'm like,
Without entering the house. What? Think about it. The kid picks up the piggy bank twice a week. Put money in it. When he picks it up, we call him downstairs. So he got to clean it. So when he come downstairs, he's going to grab it. We're gone. We bring it back like, hey, you left your piggy bank. Just clean it. You take it upstairs. You don't think about it. Put a whole bunch of tissue in it. They'll never know.
see? It is Ocean 11.
And
He-
now
you know
we're
what I'm
now
saying?
we're eating snacks.
Oh gosh.
Don't
Stealing
give me
from the
enough
kids.
time. I
I
can
see.
never go to prison. Just know. I'll figure it out.
Okay, all right. Now, when it comes to your clothing line, because we
Yes.
talked about it, for a little bit, but Fly for God, what was some of the things, some lessons that you learned in regards to the clothing? Because I know that Brandon did want to touch on. In today's present time, we have the tariffs that are really interfering with business.
Yeah.
And a lot
Shout out
of
to China.
Shout out to China, yes. So what have you learned in the beginning stages that you still utilize to this day? And then when it comes to present time, what's some things you've had to maybe adjust with the economy changing?
What I learned with branding, you got to find your niche.
Come on, I'm sorry. I got
Where's
it.
the clicker? I don't know if I want to get out of it.
I set you up.
Oh, you definitely did. Like, is there a shorter version on here? Jeez.
But you got to find what represents you.
Yeah, sure.
Because everything don't represent everybody. So that was the
Time
biggest
so.
thing. So for me was find something that represents you, and don't waver when you find it. Like, don't waver when you find it. When you find it, you know that's you. So there's no point in wavering in that aspect. But no, it hasn't really affected because my company is broad because it's also the sponsorship of the podcast, but it's also a nonprofit that gives a scholarship out every year, nationwide scholarship. So it's broad in how I maneuver it based off what I feel like doing at the time.
Okay.
So
Oh, I like that.
So
That's okay.
I didn't know you had all that
yes,
connected
ma'am.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to you because not everybody has it where your business is solid. So
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
love it.
No, and let me ask you, so what inspires some of the designs? Because, like, in today's day and age, everyone has their own design, but, like, what inspired your design? Because, like, I think about church shirts. I think about the doves on the shirt or the big old cross with the scarf on there and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
Yeah,
One
them
past stage one.
flashbacks. Yeah, them flashbacks when I was
I feel
little.
like grandma was
Throwback.
next to
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm good.
Street
no,
lights on.
Y'all want to bring it back as a throwback,
But you,
No
for me,
streetlights
you gotta
on.
have
We're outside.
a committee. Like, you gotta have people you can go to. My niece and nephew. My nephew is my CFO, so
Okay.
he's 25. So by him being that way, I have him and my niece. I have a tap in to their generation, so I'm never losing
Okay.
what you guys like and my generation mixed together. So, always feeding off everybody else you know you could trust with your vision, and they're gonna give you an honest opinion and not just tell you what you want to
What
hear.
you want to hear? Come on now.
So that's always my thing of have business meetings with them.
And
On
everybody,
like, what do y'all think about this? Or I'll send the design and shoot it to them and be like, what y'all? They be like, nah, well, auntie, I kind of like that, but can we change this? And I'm be like, okay,
I was like, this is straight whack.
yeah, because it's their generation. I'm trying to get more so than my generation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the generation that's behind me, so we can help, impact and build
Bridge
them.
that gap.
Yeah, so that's the easiest thing for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Y'all
be
just
waiting.
hitting, he just be hitting.
Yeah, parlays looking
See how you
good.
do? See how
Well, I
you
knew
do?
I needed that 3. Look. New curtains gonna do.
So let me ask y'all this: I want to talk about y'all first episode because I like talking to podcasters about that first episode or the first couple episodes when you try to find your style, when you try to find your groove, right? Because I talk about like me and Brittany, like we play hopscotch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brittany know it again. I'm like, bam, okay, right, you know what I'm saying? But it's like y'all said earlier, like you guys had to find your. Let's talk about those first couple episodes when y'all had to find y'all's.
For me, I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about first. So I was the person who was leading. So I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about, which was generational wealth. So for me, it was important because it was like, we don't talk about it enough. It's a lot of stuff we weren't taught or our parents weren't taught to give us. So it created a gap again in the next generation because they didn't know. Nobody taught them. So they could only share what they know. So for me, it was like, well, what some of y'all been through so it can create an even closer bond? Because even though me and him are friends and co-workers, I don't know everything about his history.
Long day, I need a break to just take care of me. And I love how Febrez's Soothe and Restore sets the mood perfectly with relaxing notes of warm whipped sugar and shea butter. And now I'm ready to relax and unwind.
History, like how did that affect you, or how are you gonna go through that with your family and your future family and everything that you got going on, so that it can bring people closer, because we're more alike than we are apart.
Come on,
but a lot of people don't know that if you don't talk about it. So a lot of people just be like, no, I agree with you. No, like, what's your real opinion? What's your real experience? So that I could be like, dang, okay, now I can understand and sympathize or empathize with somebody else that I may come in contact with down the line. So that was my biggest thing. Let's talk about what's real and not sugarcoat it.
Come on, now.
Oh, that's right, girl. You better say that.
She like, no.
She's like, perfect, I got it.
I was like,
So
timing.
flick your wrist on the jumper. Flick it.
Gotta beat him up.
Flick. Swish. All right. Oh, yeah. And then with the first episode, with that, the first few episodes, you see in depths of our distinctiveness and our own personal characteristics. Because some of us get really serious about certain topics.
Yep.
Like, at the beginning, I was more, you would think I was, more darkish in my demeanor, because a lot of it was, either hatred to certain things or just anger from previous experience of talking of it. So, at first, you're like, man, he don't seem like he the goofy one. Like, he seemed like he just strong and just a shield up. And then I start breaking down the reason why I have this shield. And I start breaking down the development of what I've seen and what I've been through to develop that shield, and also to explain why people do these type of things or why they go through it. Because family is a big part, but if you ask me, it was like, no, family won't be with me on that journey. They can know of that journey, but they won't be with me. And then she would ask me, like, why? Like, but you love being around family, you love being around the kids. I'm like, I love being around the younger kids. Because when you're small, everybody loves the babies and the toddlers because they're innocent and they don't know. So what I do is anytime people have kids, I don't take that hatred I have for that individual to their child. Like, me and my brother, we don't see eye to eye, but my niece, he's like, I don't know how y'all got that relationship because me and you don't have it. And it's like, because I don't take nothing you ever did to me to her. So she only seeing good me, happy me, fun me, toys, a lot of love and caring. But then soon as she go in that room and you come out, hey. And it's like, how can you switch and how can you change personalities? And it's like, well, that prevents me from triggering to people that don't know me because I know how to control emotions. And I have to understand it. It's a boundary line that you're going to have even with family and strangers, that you may not have that relationship with your immediate family, but you may have that relationship with a stranger. And just understanding that helps you be a better person and growing, but you're also passing that along to her. So when she get old enough and she may ask that difficult question, or she may notice, hey, why don't Unc and Dad hang out? And it's like, well, now that you're older, I can explain my side, and I want you to listen to his side. And I'll let you determine who you want to be around. It's no knock if you choose him, and it's no knock if you choose me.
Right.
But I didn't want to put you in that situation until you're old enough to speak for yourself. But regardless, we still gonna love you.
Right.
But I don't never want to put you in a box by default, because I think a lot of things in family is, oh, since you hang with that person, you're not cool with that person, you're not cool with that person. Like, no, I love them. Y'all beefing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But by default, if I hang with you now, I can't hang with him, her, him. And then you see aunts and uncles and grandparents being unappreciated because of that. When you could simply just talk and express it that we don't get along, but the kids, aunts, uncles, they don't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
So that's like the first early episode you will see that. Like, okay, you get to see the in-depths of how I move and how I tick, and then you start seeing me grow and have important conversations with people that I had problems with when I was younger, and you see me develop and grow into a better person and just more outspoken, goofy, and relaxed. So now we have that conversation, my brother, and we talk maybe once a month now, and it's like we never did that in 20 years. But the age gap is 7 kids. My father had 8 kids with 7 different women. So me, when you ask me about children, I'm like, I don't want a baby mother. I just want a wife and my child. But I'm really selective of the person I date. Because I don't want to go through that, the constant calls. And like, he showed me his paycheck. He's like, oh, I brought home $1,200. You're like, oh man, you work 68 hours. Cool, we got money. No, after 7 child support, I got $210. And you're like, what? How do you manage life with $200? Well, that's why I work and I don't really spend time with you. So now I have to take that anger that I thought you would just ignore me to make money. I have to see this. No, you was keeping us afloat. So I have to respect it and change my mental capacity to understand that you're not going to be around.
Right.
So instead of me looking for you to be around and, Dad, look at me, you got to develop self-awareness. Like, somebody's going to show me that attention somewhere else. But don't get influenced because you're getting attention from somebody else. Like, sometimes it's due to circumstances, sometimes it's due to the person. So the early episodes really helped me, and it was kind of like therapy.
I'm on it in.
Wait, and I see you attention towards it. Whatever, Brandon. Whatever, Brandon.
No, but no, I think that's dope. Like I said, this podcast game, I call it. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Like I said, one, having your style, but then collectively coming together and whatnot. So let me ask you this: what advice y'all give to anyone who would like to start their own podcast or brand or write their own book? What advice you give them, given that y'all have a little bit more experience now?
I'd say just give it a shot. You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
That's right.
So
Go ahead. I gave him that one.
it's looking real good third quarter. We're bringing it back now. We're going to the fourth. But each day is a day to be better than yesterday if you put your mind to it. And it's a reason we go to places, and it's a reason you go to certain areas that you wouldn't normally go, or it's a reason you run into people. So if you keep your mind open to it, when you do encounter people or situation, it's always an ability to learn from it or learn something. But if you too busy focus on certain things, you're going to miss the world around you. And never not take the time to smell the roses and look around. Just sometimes with the world being so fast and so instant with information, you fail to realize the world that's crumbling around you and that's changing until you seen it change so much. You're like, I don't even remember the street looking like this. Like downtown, like if people moved away from the city for a while and they come back, they like, wait a minute, I can't drive in the middle of downtown. And then we looking at you like, bro, you ain't been able to drive in the middle like 10 years.
Well, you can't. You can. Oh, I'm sure.
Like Tower City, you like, wait a minute, what is this
Post
square?
Square,
Totally
no.
different.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you haven't been
Definitely
home in, okay, now that I know you're from the previous Cleveland, let me bring you to after championship Cleveland. So, yeah, no, you don't do that. That's a ticket. That's an expensive ticket. So, and I encourage people to sometimes step out the box and go somewhere you're uncomfortable and come back, and then you experience it. Like anything. far as it's dating, podcast, anything. Put yourself somewhere uncomfortable, and then evaluate how you handle yourself, and then it'll work.
Thank you. Thank you. I hold my hand.
I see it creeping up over the table.
So for me, be patient with yourself.
For sure.
Be very patient with yourself. But also, surround yourself with wisdom. Try to find people that might be older than you, same age as you, or even younger than you, that you know and you respect, that you can throw an idea out and they'll be like, okay. And the other thing, research.
For sure.
Research anything that you're trying to do, whether writing books, whether creating a brand. Find out everything you can. That way you kind of get a better idea instead of just jumping all the way out there. But also jump out there. Only person that's going to catch you is you. So you might as well just jump.
I about to say something. I about to jump on this buzzer. You said that. But no,
Windmill.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
First windmill.
But no, listen, I'm a jumper. If anybody know me,
Lord.
she already know.
Head first.
I'm like, oh, let's jump. And then figure out as we go down.
Oh, I missed it. Well, look cool.
Right. No, but no, I like that. And like I said, be around wisdom and whatnot. And that's the thing that's a great part about being a team, because like you said, you learn from each other. And you know what I'm saying? Like you said, when you fall, you got people gonna catch you.
Yep.
So I be falling.
Yeah.
You know. Shout out to
We
the
got
team.
you, man. We got you.
I appreciate you. So yeah, okay. We talk about the past, talk about the present, talk about the future. Future for you guys, for the Culture Mix, and then for you guys individually also in your endeavors.
The Culture Mix, we're looking to add to the team.
Okay.
So
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
we'll be doing auditions May 17th. So
May
we're
17th.
team,
That's coming
yeah.
up. Okay.
All y'all talking about want me? Y'all want to
Be
buy?
part
Y'all
of the
want?
podcast.
Okay.
We're definitely looking to add to the team.
Definitely.
I look for what are we looking for? So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
know.
We're looking for anyone ages 25 and up. So
Okay.
male,
Okay.
female, doesn't matter about race. We just want the perspective of other people to be added to the team.
Okay.
So yeah, and our new merch drop is in June.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Yeah, we got a new merch drop.
I'm sorry. I got
That was a foul shot.
right.
One free, both tech. We're gonna count both.
But yeah, that's the next step for the Culture Mix. That's the next step.
I got a friend. Here's a podcast. How does one get merchandise for They Say podcast?
Depends on what your brand or what you want your merch to look like. Because everybody is not into hoodies. Everybody is not into shorts. I'm just saying, everybody don't like hoodies. Some people like
You just
sweatshirts.
cussed at him. You
I know. I said more than it.
I take
But
back my
everybody
buzzer.
don't like, everybody doesn't wear hoodies. So you
Yeah.
gotta figure out what works for you. Whether it's t-shirts, whether it's tote bags, whether it's book bags. Like you gotta find something, short sets, jogging sets. Like you gotta find something that fits you.
Buzzards.
Those two. Sure. Pens,
Okay.
Pajamas.
mouse pads, like pajamas. Like you gotta find, like I
Never
said,
had a
your
pajama
niche.
party
What-
at the same
what-
What
for
works for
audience.
you and what works for your podcast? What does your
Come on.
podcast represent?
Master P out here.
And also the quality and the
Yeah.
shipping, and then
All
how
of
much
that.
profit and revenue and expenses gonna cost,
Exactly.
because that
All
change
comes-
constantly, and the distribution.
Yep.
Call this man the
Absolutely.
brain over here.
So-
That's a new nickname. That's a brand new nickname. This is
Yeah.
brain over here. My
If
man.
it ain't
Like,
that,
He on it, he
the
on
quality of shirts do make a difference, and the
Absolutely.
stretch depending on body mass. Like me, I'm a big advocate for big people. So like a lot of brands I like that's comfortable. It don't have to stretch, but if you do got stretching, that's cool in that department. But I know everybody's trying to lose weight, but people who have a harder time, you still have to try to supply those people. And if 60% of the world is big people, I don't understand why there's a shortage in big clothes. If 60 is higher than 40, I still don't get it. I mean, I know it costs more, but if I could sell 10 more, okay, it cost a couple more dollars, but I made a couple more dollars.
Right.
Right.
And it's comfortable and they happy with it, then they're going to buy more down the line.
Yep.
Or when they lose weight, they can buy even more because the cost went down, and either way, you're still good to go.
Yeah.
That's true.
So let me ask you, with that being said, okay, so, and I love that y'all got merch, because we don't talk, because I'm tired of not having the merch.
It's time.
And
It's been time.
it's been time. It's been time. It's going to be hoodied up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
We gotta have a hoodie. I love me some good.
I wear hoodies, so I get it.
My closet, y'all just see is hoodies.
I can only imagine how many.
Most shirts. Got a couple hoodies just for the bike. Only because of the bike. Other than that, most shirts.
Do you, let me ask you this. And we'll get the exclusive. Do you make merch for the people? Is that the future?
Versus her own, just okay.
It was
Yeah,
not.
that's possibly could be in the future. Absolutely.
We'll talk afterwards.
Absolutely.
We'll talk afterwards. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Collaboration in the house, y'all. With that being said, let me ask y'all. So, y'all know here at the Post Experience, we have simple questions we like to ask everybody. I love these questions because they're like a snowflake. Each one is different. And y'all know here at the Post Experience, we try to pride ourselves on collaboration, right? But Cleveland is a place where collaboration is now becoming the wave.
Right.
That has always been the case. Let me ask you guys, and with that being the case, how do y'all feel like we can change the narrative of Cleveland not being a collaborative place? In y'all opinions?
That it's not one, or that it
Or
is.
that people say Cleveland not a collaborative place. If you want to go to collaboration, you gotta go to Atlanta, you gotta go to New York, you gotta go to California. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But if you don't see it, that hey,
I mean,
I see it more now than I've ever seen it.
come on now, let me hear that one time.
I see it way more now than I've ever seen it.
Why you
which
feel that is?
Because people are more accepting of other people.
Come on now, P, you gonna have me. you
Because
gonna have
if
me
people are,
lay this thing
you
up.
know, people are not in a box like that no more. Because we got social media and all of this. It's like, oh, wow, you think the same I think. Oh, it's people talking in different countries, don't know each other. But because I seen you comment on a post, like, oh, for real, you feel that way too? And they done had a whole conversation, and they're completely in two different countries.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like people's wall is a lot more down, and they realize like, oh man, it's people really like thinking like I'm thinking, like really trying to push the narrative, especially of our culture, to do better
Yeah.
without being so afraid to be like, I want to be impactful. When it used to be, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You're not qualified to do that. Now you got more people being entrepreneurs, being podcasters, being their own brands and authors than you've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's true.
So to me, it's like, yeah, it's definitely a lot. It ain't gonna do nothing but get better.
Come on now.
Ooh.
Stop it, man. She getting her buzzer training wheels off. You know what I'm saying?
next week she'll be hitting the
I
stars.
know she gonna be doing tricks next week. She gonna be like, I thought the back
Doing it
door.
with my heels next time.
2 weeks from now, going to over. Mine's actually opposite. I think a lot of people
Come on,
collab in
Brain.
the city, but since technology and people are a lot more people are having podcasts now, actually finally telling the story about how people got their first break and who they knew, and you're starting to easily be able to connect it. It makes it seem like now everybody's collabing, but a lot of the stars, they was cousins or something to another star, and another star, another star, another star, or it ran into another star that was up and coming. You just didn't really hear about it till now because of technology, podcasts, and just different information that's finally being told, or those conversations they had inside that shop with only those 5 people, 1 or 2 may be still alive and they're actually telling about those stories. And I think that's what make the podcast also a great area for it, because you've seen a lot of these basketball players, tell stories about some of your favorite players that you've never heard or you never knew what was going on in that person's mind at that time of that significant event happened. Like the Malice in the Palace, we just thought Ron was just
Bro.
being mad the whole time. Ron was calm and sitting down. He had therapy, but then nobody even like
Bro.
even if you look at the video, you'd be like, oh, he wasn't the aggressor for once. But since he had this stigma and always was angry, everybody got punished for it. Now you come years later and you're like, oh, I gotta apologize. But I think if podcast was available and back then, it wouldn't make Cleveland seem like it's not collabable, or it would put a spotlight on the people that is still a upper tier famous that's came from the city and a music group, because Cleveland, almost regardless of any industry that you a part of, the only way you get in the Hall of Fame is if you go through Ohio.
Come on now.
Football, basketball,
Mic drop.
Corvette Museum. If you want to be a legend, you got to go through Ohio.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
I mean, there's a reason why we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's a reason why we got these great places, but it's also a reason they chose it. They could have chose L.A., New York, Houston, anywhere, but why Ohio? And I think that would be the biggest question you ask people. And they wouldn't have no clue. You're right. NFL Hall of Fame is in Ohio. Basketball is in Ohio. Corvette Museum is in Ohio. But then you ask people and they think it's corn, so it's like, is it corn or is it the Hall of Fame?
Come on now.
Why does Dave Chappelle live here? Like, why do, Steve Harvey, he's from St. Clair. Marshawn Lattimore, Glenville, top 5 cornerback in the NFL right now. Like, it's a lot of people that comes from the state that became bigger than the city itself. But since you don't know how they got there, you just like them when they're at the top. But now you got the availability to do research and find out where they from. And you'd be surprised how many famous people, like Halle Berry was from here. We would have never thought about that. We would have never, that's something I wouldn't have Googled. Like, but if you know people from the city, they know, but they probably don't speak about it a lot. Because, like, technology and information, it comes consistently all day. So you get caught up in the next, every time you update your phone, you'll be looking at a skit or something, and then it update, you're like, oh, I should have saved that. You may not see that skit for another 5 years, or you may see it 5 minutes from now. So that's just how much technology affects the persona and the cities and states and people, like good and bad. It's just always there. So I think we also got to be cautious about that, because, 1 minute you could look like the best person in the world, the next minute you be in the R. Kelly situation.
Oh damn, we can't
Or a
say
Diddy
that.
situation.
You can't say that. Can you say that? Oh no, we gotta bleep that out. Bleep that out. Bleep.
Like, now the barbecues ain't the barbecues no more. I'm just saying, it's just
Man,
it seems like
I'm sorry, they play such a love.
you gonna be looking with the face with the.
Yeah, but you got.
It's grandma house. What that got to do with it? Been waiting 3 months to hear this song.
So let me ask y'all this. With that being said, what entity, corporation, or person can we hope for you guys to collaborate in the future?
Anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah, even with podcasts and anything, I would like to collaborate with everybody. If there's a podcast, I would like to at least do one episode each one. Owner,
come on now.
homeowner, retired veteran. I think the gold mine is senior citizens. Honestly,
I
because
like
they
that.
have the best perspective of life, and they can also explain at a time that you wasn't there. And those people, they lonely. They full of information. I think they would guide a lot of people through life if you hear their experiences and what they went through. And I think so many people bypass the senior citizen homes and the older people because you think that they weren't young. Like, some of them people have lived way tougher or better lifestyles than you possibly know. They just,
They just older.
just because people pass away or financial reasons, they in a retirement home.
Yeah.
But then people, I'm pretty sure if you did one episode a month with a senior citizen person, like a random person, it'd be Monty's
Man,
fault.
my man giving y'all podcast ideas.
Like,
we don't have a segments with old people. You know,
tell
like,
you, you go to them bingo tables, you might hear
Listen.
something crazy.
All that wisdom.
Like, and, you know, from time to time I do lift, just to, you know, could like to give back, and also, you know, legitimate money, but I also like to be outside. And like a couple months ago, I picked up a young lady from work, and I had this Tupac song playing. Wasn't even paying attention to music. I was just making sure it's driving right, following the laws and everything. She was like, "Oh, you know, I met Tupac." The whole conversation changed. What do you mean met Tupac? She's like, "Oh, I met him. He came to Ohio before he was famous, before he was Digital Underground." And she showed me a picture, and I have never seen Tupac in my life. I was like, "How?" She's like, "He liked to smoke. He was by himself. Nally was just chilling. Came up, he smoked, was regular, and we didn't even know he was Tupac till security said something." And I was like, "Man, if you was on a podcast and you showed this picture,
that's wild.
your life could be changed." Just, and she worked at a nursing home. Would never think this lady had a picture of Tupac. Like, I was born in '94, so I'd never seen him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I only seen videos.
He said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that."
I'm sorry.
So the fact that I can actually say, like, "Oh, I seen Tupac. I seen a picture of him." Well, ain't nobody gonna believe me, but
Yeah.
like, just those, and also those type of jobs that you're helping the community and helping people. It's just information. That's just free information material. That's organic. Just a conversation. Just a service helping. Like those, you know, disposal people, city workers, cement truck. I'm pretty sure they got crazy stories that you never believe.
One other idea. Write that down.
Or cleaning crew people. Nobody think about the people who clean up crime scenes. I'm pretty sure that's murder mystery material every day.
Oh wow. Man, you know what? Y'all, you need to be consulting, brother. You need to be consulting. They need to think tank around this man
Like,
alone.
just-
They need to be like, we need to get a think tank around this man.
It's just,
Cause you draw. Let me hit that one time. You give. No, I'm being so serious because like you're giving a whole idea for podcasts that's different from what everyone else is doing. Because you heard murder, but I've never heard a murder podcast where it was people who actually were in the field.
yeah, like
I heard
people.
detectives, but not like actual.
Yeah,
like,
you
bad
either
detectives.
hear the gangsters doing the prison, you hear the
Right.
jailers or something. What about the person's like, "Oh no, I had to go to the scene. And I was the first one there." And like, all right, well, could you explain how it looked before they cleaned? And like, "Oh, this. You're like, oh wait, what?
If
Oh,
you
well,
see
before
that,
they moved
y'all
the
owe him
body,
money.
before this, oh, that person wasn't there. They moved him there and this and that." You're like, "Oh, this crime scene was crazy." You're like, "Yeah, and I was just about to go home for the day." You're like, "Wait, so you had to do all this after a 12-hour shift, and you just stumble upon this body in this massacre? Now we got a killer on loose." And then you go down the rabbit hole of that, and that could be a series. And then once y'all close that, another person, and then you go states. You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's never ending material because we're in a world that information stuff is constant. All these people are still alive, or if they not, I'm pretty sure something connected to them is, or a trace. Just follow the trace. It don't cost you nothing to ask people how their day is, or just generally what they do for a living. And if they're comfortable and you provide good service, they'll just tell you for free. And then you just helping them de-stress and helping them get stuff off their chest and actually making the world a little bit better, because that person might have been stressed out from work. You can make them laugh and be comfortable. That man might be a woman beater, but if he's laughing, he got that car, he probably ain't beat that woman that day. He probably is a good person at heart. He just don't know how to deal with stress. And I like running into people second, third times. If I haven't run into you and you remember me, I remember you, all the follow-up questions would be even better. Like, and Lyft is a pretty cool way to do that, because it'd be times you'll get recommended for that person.
You
again.
start a podcast and doing live.
You could.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
In the
I
car.
mean, some of my
I need my money. Don't play
some
with
of
me.
my great stories do be coming from Lyft, and then people watch, and it's just, and when you run to them again, you be like, "Oh, did you break up with that girl? Oh man, she set my car on fire." And you're like, "What? Yeah, were you about to take me to see her mother? Because I moved." And you're like, "Man, I'm about to talk about this
me and
next
LaRon about to be
week."
rich. Y'all done messed up. Me and LaRon about to be rich, y'all.
Man, this ain't happening.
We
in
blew up.
Cleveland. Like, yeah, look on the news. You're like, "Oh, that was you." Oh, you had a good day.
On the feds, you like,
I'm gonna find out how much that bounty is.
right.
Pay this mortgage early and get up out of here.
Well, listen, we're having a grand time with y'all, by the way. This has been phenomenal just hearing your story, whether it be podcast, whether it be writing, whether it be, brand, apparel. Like, we pretty much given our audience a lot to take in and digest today.
Yes.
So when it comes to you guys' legacy, because obviously the legacy is going to be, huge for both of you guys individually and collectively.
Mhm.
So when it comes to legacy, what would you like the individual and entrepreneur side of things to look like for you guys?
My Fly for God brand is simple. His vision, but my legacy. So whatever God say, that's my legacy.
Ooh, come on now.
Cash out.
Y'all
That's a
freedom get
tie.
back.
We're tied 7-7. It's an OT right now.
Don't play with me. I might hit 3.
I can see this.
If for no reason.
Get this 3, I'm cashing out. I don't care what it is.
All right.
But
Stay plain and simple. Okay.
as a group, I would like the legacy. I like the plaque to just say a lost generation. Because a lot of people got misconception that we took a step back with the newer generation. But I think we took a step forward. But it's basically like a picture. It's in the eye of the beholder. So depending on the way you look at that picture, depending on the way you look at the younger kids and you look at the parents. But me as an individual, if I had a statue or something, I'd just be the 9-to-5 worker. Like, not no superstar, not no millionaire or something. I just want somebody like, what's the statue for? Oh, man. He good for the community, man. Just a regular 9-to-5 work, like a regular human being. No superpowers, no alter ego, no nothing. Just you could have that same statue.
Show people how that's possible.
Yeah, like don't be ashamed to have a 9-to-5. Don't be ashamed where you came from. It's a reason. I think the darker the place, the brighter the superstar.
Come on now.
So,
I'm sorry, I had to hit.
'cause, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be another Ray Charles, ain't gonna be another Barry White, but the way they brought up, it's like, man, how did you get here? And we love the story nonetheless. Like America love a rivalry story.
Yeah.
Coming from the bottom. So, I mean, just like I said, make each day better than the last day, and just keep putting one foot forward. You'll get where you want to go. It may take you longer than some people, but you don't measure by their distance. You measure by yourself. So.
I like it.
Why'd you fall it? Why'd you fall? Just let her finger roll. We could have left.
We having fun. All right, and then lastly, guys, very, very lastly, is someone watching, someone listening, you guys have inspired them, encouraged them in some type of way. So what would you like for your lasting impression, and what would be 3 takeaways that they should be able to gather from tonight's episode?
Y'all been jumping them gems, man.
Yeah, clearly, 'cause we've been battling it out.
I know.
He was ready.
3 of them,
Already shot.
to me would be having clarity in
Definitely.
your vision or whatever it is, being committed to it,
Come on
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
and unleashing the fear to be able to just go.
Unleashing
Title.
the fear. Yeah, I like that title. Let's go with that.
Title episode.
All right, girl. That's a way to end it.
How dare you? Come on, Ron. I need a triple double.
Man, KD gonna have to go and post on this one. My 3 is just always be open-minded. Never judge a book by its cover or what it looks like, even if you hear from people that you trust. Always evaluate it on your experience with that individual. And just be accepting of, different situations and different things that you're trying to go through, because you have to love the process, each layer at a time.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Quality chop that bad boy.
Clearly.
Yeah, I think them the 3, because you just like in a relationship, you gonna fall in love with that person multiple times. From when y'all young, you have kids, when she's a gardener, when she's the boss lady, when she's the provider, you're gonna constantly keep falling in love, and I think that's the true meaning of a marriage. Because I think a relationship, the race don't start till marriage. The end of the race is being buried, still with that same last name. That's what I think.
Relationship advice. My man got a little bit of everything. But,
Right.
Yeah.
A little saucy.
So I got a question for the both of y'all. This is the most important question of the whole interview. Where can people learn more about you guys? Where can they get your book? Where can they get Fly for God? Where can they check out the Culture Mix? And where can they be a part of Culture Mix also? Try out.
Tryouts is May 17th at Starbucks 304. I want to say 60 Lakeshore Boulevard, 10 a.m. 25 and up, male, female, whatever race. But you can follow us at the Culture Mix 216 on any social media. Fly for God you can find at F.4.G_17. But you can find that on any social media. We also have our own website, theflyforgodbrand.com, to purchase any of your merch. Also, for next year's scholarship that opens in January
Come on now.
for any high school seniors. So be on the lookout for when that's posted. That's the only way you can fill out for it.
Could there be a 8-year-old who want to go back to college?
And we ain't there yet. We ain't
Okay.
there
Come
yet.
on,
We working on it.
we gotta be balanced, baby. We talked about this, Shaq. You don't go to the free. Post up, baby.
Oh, Lord. I can't.
And my personal IG is at Arthur P Marie _Wilson.
Man, my Instagram too long. I don't
Yours.
yeah, mine's just, I feel like it was extra petty when they was like, oh, we don't do space, we do underscore. And I was like, yeah,
Yours is
probably like mine is big underscore 300 underscore is underscore king underscore 216.
Oh,
Why is it so long?
It's
I
long.
need to edit that. But yeah, if you got any questions, communicating, get things off your chest, you can message me. Pretty much an open door. And I mean, any questions pertaining to yourself, personal life, startups, anything. If you see me out riding a bike, don't hesitate. I'll gladly talk to pretty much any and everybody. And just anything at all. Honestly, I'm not closed-minded to anything. If you need help starting stuff, awareness or brands, I do like to support, at least buy something, even if it ain't my size. If it's somebody else's size and it's their birthday coming up, they gonna get it. So don't ask me why I ain't wearing your shirt, because you know you ain't got big and fluffy yet, but you got many and many birthdays. So.
That's what's up. So listen, guys, all those links will be in the show notes so you guys can get a book, get some Fly for God merchandise, and you guys can check out the Culture Mix 216, okay? Guys, we appreciate y'all coming on.
We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Y'all gang now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gang now. Real quick, guys, we gotta pay some bills real quick. We got so many things coming up, Brittany.
Oh,
I don't know where to begin. Let's start with guys. Multi resource networking expo. Yes, May 2nd, guys. We will be in the building. We will be learning. We will be interviewing. May 3rd. Thank you, Sensei. May 3rd. I got that wrong. See, so many events.
It's another May 2nd.
We've been at Rock Wall Hall of Fame, so we want you guys to be there. Get your tickets now because you want to be in the building to network, to learn, and to just once again be among those who are creative, entrepreneuring, and just doing their thing. Yeah. So we want to see y'all there in the building. Also, June 22nd.
Yeah.
So many days, y'all. Never my thing.
I know.
Guys, I'm creating the greatest kickball team of all time. King Tifa challenged me, and that's where he messed up at. Because I'm creating the Monstars
That's
of
June
kickball.
21st. That's June 21st. June 22nd is Pink Black Honest. June 21st is kickball.
Kickball, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, June 21st.
Sorry,
June
y'all.
21st. Thank
Sorry,
you.
we gonna get it
We'll
together.
get it
We'll
together.
get it together.
He
you
got
know.
he got his
You
teams
little
already.
Yeah, I got team together though. No, but all serious though, my boy Tino has created Won't Quit Foundation, and they're having a amazing event. It will be on that previous Friday. They will have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and then the kickball the very next day. And all the proceeds for these events are going to a great cause to give donations to kids who need school supplies, families who need anything for their homes, and it's a great organization. And like I said, it's a great cause. So I need you guys to give donations, be a part of the great event. If you want to volunteer, want to referee, or just want to be in the building, we would greatly appreciate that. Most of all, I want to whoop on these guys because they talking stuff, y'all. I'm sorry for the kids, but the kids, I'm sorry, they play my name. If you want to be part of my team, click the link in the bio, be in the show notes because I'm creating the greatest team of all time. I'm sorry. And then lastly, guys, the Pick'em Honors, June
22nd.
Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, we got
Yes,
it.
guys. If you guys are fans of the Met Gala. If you guys are fans of any award ceremony, this is the Cleveland version of that. Whatever you think it's that 10 times better. Okay, it is Black excellence on display, and shout out to the Pink Party and Miss Tenora Edwards for honoring creatives, entrepreneurs, and people who are doing their thing in the city. And once again, we'll be in the building once again. We want you guys to be there also. So get tickets for that also. And we'll head over to Brittany now.
All right, we're gonna finish it out, guys. Make sure you guys check out my podcast, Beauty Told. Thank you.
Come on now.
Where I give you guys great relationship advice, having great guests on. We're taking that topic, we're expounding on it. But the overall goal is for it to become a positive change for you guys and have healthier relationships. So if you can learn from our story told, we know it's a story well told on Beauty Told. I can't wait to see y'all there, and I can't say this enough. Shout out to Bree with Overflow Studios. She has
Mama
transformed my baby.
Sensei,
Sometimes I don't even know. Yeah, Sensei. Yes, she did her thing, and she's still doing her thing. And I get messages from all over of how astounding everything looks.
Come on now.
It sounds. It's just an incredible experience. So yeah. So make sure y'all stay tuned, subscribe. All right.
Time out. Pray the with it. You know, do that because we gotta give some props to my girl. My girl Sniper is doing her thing because she has 1,000 followers. Subscribers on YouTube. Come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta give her props once again because she's doing her thing. I'm so proud of this girl. Time out. Can I tell a little story there? Yeah, everybody got buzzing around here. Everybody got buzzing. We're celebrating right now. Because I remember when Brittany y'all know Brittany used to be my bank teller, okay?
Yes.
And I remember telling Brittany about the podcast. She's like, podcast, I don't know what that is. But Brittany,
I did not know what it is.
She didn't know what it was.
I did not know.
And now she's doing her thing, y'all. And I'm so proud of her, y'all. And y'all understand. I'm just so proud of what she's become. Because Brittany's phenomenal, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And it just goes to show, once again, what you can do when you put your mind to it, okay?
Yeah, for sure. And you got a pusher, a purpose pusher behind you.
I'm gonna push it, baby. There's nothing that's gonna push it, baby.
We know it.
No,
We know
nobody. They call me Joe Jackson. It's not for nothing. But no, I just want to once again give you your proud because that's phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not the only podcast.
Come on, I'm about to say. Come on now.
We got the man. What you be saying? The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. And legend. Capital
Alien
L.
Eyes,
Legend.
Steve, it has his own
Sensei.
podcast as well. Sensei. Yeah, y'all know him more so as Sensei now. But he is taking the podcast by storm. He is blowing it up with industry
Yes.
talk. So if you guys haven't tapped in, I don't know what you guys are missing because, listen, the
What you
team
doing?
is phenomenal, okay? So we all doing our own little thing. And not our little thing. We doing our big thing
Come on
out
now.
here. And he is really giving y'all some good insight, good advice. And listen, it'd be just so nice to listen to when I be at night winding down because, he's like a good storyteller too. That voice. He
That
almost
voice,
got
man.
your, who's the older guy that has the voice? No.
No, Morgan Freeman.
No, Morgan Freeman. Thank you.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
that Morgan Freeman. And
Yeah,
got
Morgan
that
Freeman,
voice
brother.
that just be like it's gonna capture you, and you're not gonna stop until you're
Yeah.
done with the episode. Period. Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all tap in, binge watch, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
Great material, great stuff.
And once again, April, I forgot the most important date. April 25th, guys. April 26th. Thank you, Sensei. Yeah, don't give me no date. I'm gonna say general dates from now on.
Did we drink?
It's somewhere.
Our dates is all off.
April 26th, guys. 2U1 is having a grand reopening here in this phenomenal space.
Yes.
All bomb 2U1s. They will be having a great grand reopening. We want to see you in the building, guys. There'll be wine flowing. There's gonna be a DJ. There's gonna be food. We'll be here. We're gonna get lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
With the greatest wine in the world. Shout out to the kids 2U1, so you want to be in the building, okay? And then I want to shout out to the special team that we have here at the Pull Experience because y'all know we a gang around here.
That's
Ski
right.
mask and everything and whatnot, right? Shout out to Michelle Louise. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, we would not be a phenomenal podcast without her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She turned the podcast to a business, and you guys want to take your business to the next level, or your podcast, or whatever entity you have. You need organization. You need that person's going to help bring it all into one. Michelle Louise, who you want to talk to. And she's going to kill me for saying her last.
Yes, she is. And not telling her business name, MJM Virtual Services.
Yes.
You guys, make sure y'all tap into the business, not just the name, okay? I got you,
Look,
girl.
Michelle
I got
Louise,
you.
what is that?
Right. What's the business name? Kirby Confident Nervous, Sam. The
Yeah,
hostess with the
Sam.
mostest. Listen, we got a phenomenal team here. She be doing her thing through the city, through the states,
Yes.
through the world, okay? So she's taking that by storm as well. Did we miss anybody?
We got Bree, we got Sensei.
I
I
think
think
we got everybody. All right.
everybody.
We
We
can't
you
leave
know what?
nobody.
We didn't forget. We found out about you. You the person watching, you the person
That's
listening.
right.
Because at the end of the day, we will not have a podcast without you or whatnot. And as of right now, 28.8 subscribers, 8.3 million views, and counting. And I'm saying that not as a brag, but as to show you once again, you guys will hear great stories like these
That's right.
every week. You got to tune in every week. We cannot thank you guys enough for that. And God is good. That's all I have to
That's
say.
right.
And
That's
never
right.
we take it for granted, nor will we. We're gonna keep it rocking, y'all. Episode 285, y'all. That's crazy. And we don't wanna listen to that, guys. So listen, stay tuned for more great episodes. So God say he'll call us home. Not death, but like when y'all stop. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace, y'all.